Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel Cybersec Live. So this is the episode 3 and we are discussing about top 5 cyber attacks. So let's start. But before this, let's discuss about the last 5 attacks of the previous week. So first one was North Korean hacker group uses browsers exploit to deliver a custom malware. Second one was ransomware gang seeking helping from inside threat to deploy the ransomware on the system. Third one, newly uncovered Devil ransomware sample possibly linked to the infamous TrickBot group. Now, fourth one, data breach, which was happening at the New York University and potentially affects 47,000 of citizens. And last one we have discussed in our last week on Sunday, that is critical vulnerability in millions of IoT devices. Let's hack or spy on you remotely. So there was a vulnerability in Kali software. So if you haven't seen that last video, you can just click on that I button and you will be redirected directly. So now let's start. So the first one we have one of the APT group, that is Fin8, and that is spotted attacks a financial institution using sophisticated backdoor. Now, what is sophisticated backdoor? There is a malware which is bad hatch, and we are going to show you that what exactly happened. So the threat actor name is Fin8, which it generally target on financial motivated APT, and it's APT threat group, right? So whatever the financial organizations, it directly you can say target those things with the help of phishing emails, or you can say social engineering attacks. These are some kind of tricks they always use. So it is not happening from today's, it is happening from 2016 onwards. Fin8 is always using these type of kinds of things, but as of now, I mean, from the last 1 year it was finally stopped, but again it's restarted the things. So who detected it? Bitdefender. Who detected it? If you can see, Bitdefender is one of the cyber security firm who always provides the security solutions. So attack pattern, as I said, that they are targeting spear phishing, social engineering, or phishing, and also there is a malware which is known as the bad hatch malware, right? Which is used for the backdoor. So security analysts from the cybersecurity firm, that is Bitdefender, have recently noted the new backdoor bad hatch malware. And what is bad hatch? That's a very long steps. Definitely, we will try to make one of the video on bad hatch malware as well. It's a backdoor malware. Yeah, as of now, you can remember that's one point only. So that was being used by the very well-known threat actor Fin8. So the study date was in August and they detected it also in August 2029. There are some recommendations. So awareness training, if you are a organization and if you are working in any organization, then you can do one thing, that you can aware your employees. It will help them to detect phishing emails, right? Tune the email security. If you have some email security, then you can tune the those sender domains, URLs, right, and attachments as well. Combine the threat intelligence into current SIM or security controls for proper indicators of agreement. So, I mean, from my side, if I'm a security analyst, definitely I will block Fin8 all the IOCs, whatever the IOCs of Fin8. So the second one, we have very big attack, F5 big IP critical flow. So the vulnerable app software, that is F5 big IP. If you, I hope you well know aware about this F5 big IP, that is we are using in our daily life. You are working from home. That is, if you, yeah. So it's a, you can say VPN. You are always trying to connect from that, so that you can take all the things from your organization. So you are using F5 big IP as a VPN. Mostly organization use this software, but now there is a vulnerability, and the vulnerability in the version of 16.0.0 hyphen 16.0.21, and it's below version. Vulnerability, what is the vulnerability? Phishing emails asking to become a coordinator of an inside a ransomware. Okay, something is missing here, maybe. Okay, don't skip this step. Okay, so what is the summary? When this vulnerability is exploited, an authenticated attackers with access to the configuration utility can execute arbitrary system commands, create or delete files, and disable services. Even that can also be compromise the system too. So there is a CV we have provided in the description. You can go through this one and you can patch these things in your organization. So there is a mitigation. As I said, there is a mitigation. You can aware your also you can, yeah, F5 state that only mitigation is to remove access for users who are not completely trusted, since this attack is conducted by legitimate and authenticated users. And secondly, you can do one thing, that you can upgrade your version, because this one is the fixed version that is already has been fixed by F5 big IP. So that's how it's work, and I will paste the URL in the description. So please go through the in the description. And the last one, block configuration utility access through self IP addresses. Okay, now the most interesting part is that FM WhatsApp. So new WhatsApp mode spy your devices. Now there is a you can say malware name which is known as Triada Trojan, which is generally used for the spy. And who detected it? Kaspersky Sky. They investigated the WhatsApp, right? So researchers uncovered a new modified version of WhatsApp called MF WhatsApp that comes with an advertising. It means it will show some advertise or software development key, and drops a triad trojan to spy on your device and steal the SMS data. And also, once this triada trojan is drops in your mobile, then definitely it's going to drop more malware, so which is very risky. So how it enters? So once the victims downloaded the and launched the app, the malware starts gathering device information such as MAC address, subscribers IDs, device IDs, and sends the details to the remote server and register the device. And diving deep into that app, researcher uncovered that FM WhatsApp drops the different types of malware. So make sure that you are not using FM WhatsApp and your WhatsApp is up to date. Okay, so maybe many of you are iPhone users, but there is a bad news. A new iPhone zero-click iMessage zero-day used to deploy Pegasus spyware. Mainly, you can say there is one of the app. If you have iPhone, then there is application iMessage, and there is also one of the application I guess FaceTime, right? So these are two which is vulnerable, and that is vulnerable for zero-click, right? Even it means you can't do anything in that. You can only do one thing, that you can disable iMessage and FaceTime app. So vulnerability is in iOS variants of 14.4 and 14.6. Let's see the summary. The attacker has a long string, and the vulnerability is a part of this user attack. During the investigation, experts noticed that the NSO group, have you remember guys, we have already talked about the NSO group's Pegasus spyware. So I hope you have watched that video. And that spyware was utilized to spy on reporters and human rights defenders worldwide. So it is one of the very famous spyware, which is I think it is from Israel. So what is the mitigation? What you can do? Well, there is not there so much mitigation for that. You can't do much things, but yeah, you can just try one thing, that you can disable iMessage and Face app from your iPhone. But though also that is not guaranteed that you are completely protected. So from my side, there is no mitigation, guys. Uh, so there is no need to disable your iMessage and Face app. That also, because WhatsApp is also vulnerable for Pegasus, and we can't do anything actually in that, because that is zero click. Zero click means you don't have to click on anywhere. I mean, even a single call, if you got the single call on WhatsApp or somewhere during the on the WhatsApp, then definitely it's going to be vulnerable. So that's how I mean the researchers are still working on that Pegasus spyware. They are trying to find out that how it is happening. Just I mean, the user is not clicking anything, and the spyware enters in their phone. So still the investigation is going on. Let's say stay tuned with this channel. And yeah, so that one is very important, Cloudflare, and I'm going to tell you one of the very good thing in this slide. Cloudflare recorded 17.2 million requests per second, largest HTTP DDoS attack ever detected. So you can see, I mean, 17.2 million requests per second. That is huge. I mean, your bandwidth is going to be damaged. So who detected? Cloudflare detected vulnerability was DDoS attack, and it started in August. Impact. What was the impact? There was 330 million attack requests observed at the rate of 17.2 million requests per second. So it might be, I guess, maybe that attack was happened maybe 10 to 15 second. Maybe 10 second, 20, yeah, maybe 20 second near about. But there is no impact. Why it is where there is no impact? Because Cloudware have automated protection for DDoS, that is known as denial of service daemon, that is also known as DOSD as a short form. So they have one of the good thing, and Cloudflare is one of the largest company in the world. So mitigation, as a mitigation part, to keep yourself safe, ask your upstream internet service provider, whatever your ISP, to implement an access control list ACL. In case you don't, then the threat actor might target your server's IP address immediately. So that's one thing you can do. The customer need to protect their homes. If you are an individual, if you are not working in any organization, if you want to protect yourself, then there is an application which is known as Cloudflare for Families, which is a free service, right? That generally blocks the traffic from your home to malicious websites as well as the malware communication. So that's one thing you can use. That is a quite very good thing. That is also free, right, guys? Okay. So at last we have only last thing, that is ransomware attack at Singapore Eye Clinic, potentially breaches 73,000 of patients data, and government also is also seeking there, and they are investigating those things. So let's see what happened, and we'll cover. I think this is the sixth one I'm covering. So today is more than five one. Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope if I am able to make you understand, if I'm giving some knowledge to you, and if you are understanding those things, then I will request you just share this video, and you can follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook page, Instagram, anywhere else you can follow us. You can check in the description. So thank you so much, guys. And if you are new in this channel, please subscribe the channel. Bye bye. Take care. We'll meet in the next video. Take care.